Reporting of members present and absent.
Barton.
Here.
Kane.
Here.
McDermott.
Here.
Pingleton.
Here.
Hanson.
Here.
Open meeting compliance statement read.
I, the undersigned clerk of the Board of Education of the Alva Independent School District, number 1 of Woods County, Oklahoma, certify that prior to December 15th of the last calendar year, the date, time, and place of this regular meeting was filed in the office of the County Clerk of Woods County, Oklahoma. I also certify that at least 24 hours prior to this meeting, excluding Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays, notice of the date, time, place, and agenda of this meeting was posted in prominent public view in the office of the superintendent.
Consent agenda. All of the following items which concern reports and items of a routine nature normally approved by one board vote, unless any board member desires to have a separate vote on any or all of these items. The consent agenda consists of the discussion, consideration, and approval of the following. Are there any additions of items of new business to the agenda? None. Approval of the extra duty assignment schedule and to declare the following items as surplus. So I guess we have some extra duty assignment schedule to look at.
The extra duty, that's for the summer pay for June. We'll probably have the big extra duties scheduled next month, or in 10 days, I guess. Right. And then surplus is VHS tapes out of Longfield, out of the library.
Yes. You all had a chance to look at those? I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Make a motion we take 3.1 to 3.3 as presented.
A second.
Barton.
Yes.
Kane.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Pingleton.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Item number 4, vote to approve purchase orders, encumbrances for the following funds for fiscal year '24. 4.1 general fund as referenced, and 4.2 building fund as referenced. Do we want to highlight any of those in June? There's not very many of the ones in the general fund. The Alva Hospital Authority for the Special Education Physical Therapy Contract is $12,000, and Peak Environment, which is our summer spraying. Is that our last payment on it? So it's we've been paying it out in payments. The rest of it's just in general stuff. Prosciutto, do you have anything to add to that?
I don't have anything to add to it.
Okay. And in the building fund, let's see what it entails. There's just a couple things there. These are just things to get us through the end of June,
It's just closing out this year.
right? And that's some things that, just minor things, repair to the high school gym unit and some Longfellow oven repairs, so. Minor expenditures, so. Entertain a motion to approve item number 4.
Make the motion we approve items 4.1 and 4.2 as presented. Second.
Barton.
Yes.
Kane.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Pingleton.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Superintendent's report.
Two resignations. One, Macia, they say his name. Math teacher in the high school, he's going to Northwest Tech. And then Ms. Jones. She's paraprofessional. Those two resignations need to approve. In your on the communications tab at 5.2, there's the 3 handbooks, middle school, elementary, and high school. Added those so you guys can kind of look over them. They'll be on the agenda next month for approval. So those are kind of working copies that are finalized. There are a couple policies that some of the principals want to look at. They look at our drug policy. What do we do when a kid gets caught with substance in school? What does it look like? And we talked about maybe adding a little teeth to the punishment as far as that discipline matrix, but also having mandatory counseling kind of things in there. So we're not just throwing them to the wolves, but trying to get some counseling for them. So drug policy, need to look at our attendance policy. That's probably one of my big things. Statewide, but we focus on Alva, right? We've got to improve, I'm going to say test scores, but it's academic performance, academic achievement, all that stuff. To do that, kids have to be in the classroom. And so we have these kids with 20 or 30 absences, and how are we handling that? So I threw that challenge to the principal. They'd come back and said, well, here's our attendance policy, and this is what we'd like to do. So I'll communicate that in the next 2 weeks. Let you look at those policies. Those are some policy changes. And then the third big one is, what are we going to do with people that owe however many dollars on like lunch counts? And if we've lost a Chromebook or destroyed one, or how are we collecting that? And, those kinds of things. So those are kind of the big three on the policy stuff that I think we have to address next month. That this kind of come up in the last 2 weeks. So anyway, be thinking about that, and you can look at those handbooks. They're there. Other than that, I've got moved here last week, a week ago tomorrow. So we got moved in, kind of hit the ground running. I think we're getting close to getting everybody hired and all the things. So anyway, that's what I got.
Perfect. Some people get a chance to work before they get paid. We're glad you're here.
Yes, school's got to run whether the contract says a certain day, work's got to happen. So keep rolling.
We appreciate you coming in and helping us with the gym. We appreciate it a lot. Okay, we're in item number 6.1. Discussion with possible board action, vote to approve an offer of a 1-year temporary contract to applicant number 1 and applicant number 2 certified position for the 24-25 school year. So who do you guys want to introduce?
One and two. I don't know which one. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'll go first. So, Jerica, would you please stand? I would like to introduce you to Miss Jerica Kuhn. I'm proposing that we hire her as a first grade teacher at Washington. We got lucky enough to have her at Washington last fall as a student teacher. She did a wonderful job. And then she filled a desperate need of subbing for us all spring.
Oh.
So we got very lucky that she decided to stick around the area. I'm hoping to put her in the exact same classroom that she student taught in. So it's going to be an easy transition. She was with Miss Carruthers, so they'll be working together. So she'll have a great mentor that she's already worked with, but she was wonderful with our students. She did a great job learning, was open to suggestions all the time. So I'm very pleased to welcome her to Washington with your approval.
Thank you.
Okay, and I would like to introduce a familiar face, probably to most of you, Jordan Alva. She graduated from Eda High in Northwestern. She coached our high school cheerleaders for 3 years. She did her student teaching at Longfellow in 2nd grade under Mrs. Zadarozny in 22-23. Wade had her, and he loved Miss Vialva, sorry. And she recently taught at Ardmore, 2nd grade, and I was able to strong arm another district to steal her for a 2nd grade position at Longfellow. So with your approval, I'd love to welcome her to Longfellow.
Okay, let's entertain a motion for hire applicant number 1 and applicant number 2.
I move that we approve 6.1.
Second.
Barton,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Pingleton.
Yes.
Congratulations. promise we won't always call you applicant.
That's what the agenda says.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thanks for coming.
It was cool for a while, right?
No.
Thank you, guys.
We're either looking a lot older or we're it's one or the other. Okay, 6.2, discussion with possible board action, vote to approve the following activity fund reports for fiscal year 25. So, can we do these all in one vote? 6.2, activity fund chart of accounts, 6.2.2, activity fund sub-account expenditures, and 6.2.3, activity fund sources of revenue. These are just routine things, they're just the numbers in which Terry puts all the numbers to what they are. So.
The only change, I think, is on the chart of accounts. 930, adding the Alva High School media account. That's Mr. Eckert's class. I guess he got career tech funded last year, the way I understood it.
This coming year. I believe that's
Whatever,
correct.
yeah. So that's for that media account, and then the FFA tractor account. That's for restoring old tractors and reselling them for so they're not wanting to tie up all their other activity fund for that project, so it's a project account there. And then changing the class of 23 to the class of 2030, closing out that old graduating class. Those are the three changes on that chart. The rest of that's pretty routine stuff.
So they just have mirroring revenue and both accounts on both sides, don't they? Okay. So entertain a motion to approve the chart of accounts. All three of those.
I make a motion to approve 6.2.1, 6.2.2, and 6.2.3 as presented.
Second.
Pingleton,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Barton.
Yes.
6.3, discussion with possible board action, vote to approve the investment resolution for fiscal year 25.
So I just heard about this one today. This is just approving the policy, right, for the
Yes.
county treasurer to
Yeah.
invest those funds in the highest. It's the same thing you've done every year for a lot of years. That's what it's doing, is approving that policy to allow the county treasurer to invest funds for us.
Have we not had this in our board book, or?
We have,
Yeah.
we just approve it every year.
Okay, it's routine.
Yep.
Yeah, they do it, they've done it forever, and they
Yes.
do a pretty good job, looks like to me. Okay, then we'll do this policy by itself, we have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Hanson,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Singleton.
Yes.
Item 6.4, discussion with possible board action. Vote to approve the job assignments and duties for fiscal year 25.
This is all the standard stuff, activity fund custodians, adding me as a co-signer. A lot of that's for myself, the central office staff, doing all the business stuff, signing checks, and you can look down that list, but just giving authority for all that.
Make a motion to approve 6.4.
Second.
Kane,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Pingleton,
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes. Item number 6.5, discussion with possible board action, vote to approve certified personnel to provide extended school year special education services from July 1 to August the 2nd, 2024. So we've approved them for once, now we're approving them for July to August, one more month out of the next year's budget. So they want to get paid, I don't know why.
Make a motion we approve item 6.5 as presented.
I second.
Hanson,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
Singleton.
Yes.
Item number 6.6, discussion with possible board action, vote to approve a $75,000 donation from the Wisdom Foundation specified for a new sheep and goat barn located at the school district agricultural farm.
So, Wisdom Foundation donated $75,000 to build the second barn. I guess that has to come to y'all for approval. Is that right? I talked to Julie Miller, the OSSBA, about capital improvements and dollar amounts for bid, things like that. That's probably gonna have to go out for a sealed bid. It's also gonna have to require an architect design for approval and state fire marshal permits and all that, because it is an occupied classroom facility for our students. And it is a new construction on land owned by the school district. So with all that being said, that $68,000 barn that I was shown is probably gonna be closer to, it is shot dark, 150,000, maybe more. But we're gonna have to get architects involved in all the things, all the permits. So with that being said, we do have $75,000 donated for the construction of that barn.
So we're just basically here voting to accept the money.
Yes.
Then when we come back and accept what's being proposed to build,
I will get with the ag teachers and.
we've seen the drawing, but it won't be to specs that you just described.
I'll have to get a hold of the architects. I'll probably call Ken Corbin, probably call those guys and have them take a look at what we're doing and see if we can't get through this thing.
So with the architects, a lot of times they come across as a percentage of the final. They can also do a flat fee. I would suggest a flat fee.
I would too.
That's good advice. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's
For a barn, for
for
sure.
a barn. Oh, absolutely for a barn.
Yeah.
Don't put a $10,000 wind vane on it to get the.
Well, I appreciate your due diligence, because everything's being looked at with a very close eye, what public schools do. And so it's a wonderful gift. We're very blessed, but we need to do it the right way.
We've got to do things the right way.
Yes, we do. Thank you. Colleen.
Did the one that we built prior, did it come under the threshold? It's 50,000.
I don't know. I haven't seen any information on
Okay,
that. I've
that's
seen
an
it
unfair
on-
question. Okay. And all right, well, we probably did because of the cost of it, maybe. That's, okay. Let's have a motion to accept this with gratitude.
Make a motion we approve the $75,000 donation from the Wisdom Foundation for a new sheep and goat barn.
Second.
Barton,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes. I
Singleton.
didn't fall asleep, I
Yes.
promise. I was reading and I can't do more than one thing at a time. Okay. 6.7. Do we need to do these all separately?
We
I
can
don't
do this
think
one.
so too, they're all routine, aren't they? Nothing about, none of those are new.
Yeah.
None of those are new. Okay. Discussion with possible board action, vote to approve the following contracts for fiscal year 25, 6.7.1 American Fidelity, Section 125 Flex Plan, 6.7.2 Big 5 Community Services Agreement, 6.7.3 Oklahoma Schools Assurance Group, our OSAG Workers' Compensation Insurance, 6.7.4 Oklahoma Schools Insurance Group, 6.7.5 Precision Testing Laboratory Incorporated, and 6.7.6 Woods County Commissioners. And they are all listed here by themselves. I think what we did with the commissioners.
Commissioners is dealing with tax protests.
Right.
To help fund the defense of the to fight the tax protests.
The very first year, that paid great dividends for us when we entered together to do some of what we've had to pay back. Isn't that correct? But when they protested what they had to pay, so like the pipelines were going to some they won, and we paid some back, quite a substantial amount. It seemed like the time. I can't remember exactly, but it was Precision Labs or some testing we do. We do it over at the farm for water, but these are other things here. Yep. We all know what insurance is.
Yeah, the insurance, it's scanned in there, you can read through that. It's going up again. 12.5%. That's what our premium's going up, so from 374 to 421,000. There is in the OSIG policy that I'd recommend doing the $4 million additional liability policy. It would cost the district $2,100 for the additional $4 million liability. I think that's probably something that'd be worth the investment for $2,100. So I told Bobby that's probably something we want to look at. He was going to get all that. We can add that as an addendum later if we need to. So that OSIG policy, it's still significantly cheaper than a private policy. Some other schools, it's half what a private policy would be. I think we're going to fall on that. Our deductible did go up for us. It'll be $50,000 on deductible, and that's because of the size of the school we're at. That's where that deductible gets set. So anyway, other than that, that's kind of the major things that changed in the policy.
No replacement costs except roofs, so all the roofs are excluded. Do you know if we settled with them on our existing claims?
We have not.
We've not. Okay.
I'm not 100% sure where we're at in that. I'm supposed to meet with some attorneys. I'm still getting my head around that whole thing. But I know it's not settled yet.
Did our workers' comp stay the same, or did it really go up?
It stayed pretty close to the same.
47,000 here.
I don't know how much we paid last year. You know what OSAG was, Karen?
37, or is it like
So it went up a little bit.
42, I think now. So it went up a little bit, it wasn't bad. Not like the other.
We ready to approve these? Ready for a motion?
Move to approve item 6.7.1 through 6.7.6.
Second.
Pingleton,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Barton.
Yes.
Any new business? There's not. Signing of documents approved by earlier action. And we have a motion to adjourn. Surely you guys are.
Motion.
Second.
Barton,
Yes.
Hanson,
Stay a little longer if
Yes.
you want to.
Kane,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Singleton,
Yes.